My name is Paul Cabbin. I'm a producer out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, the IE. I make beats. I make them pretty well. I got started with music in the church. So, like most musicians, you start out in the church. So for me, I started out just playing the drums and then moved up to the keys. And by the time I got out of high school, I wanted to be a musician. I actually wanted to tour, like be a tour musician. Then they were too good. Piano players were great, drummers were great, and I wasn't at that level. So I had to just stumble across making beats back in like 07, 06. So, downloaded the first free version of Fruity Loops. Started making beats on that because it was free. So that's how I stumbled across on it. I just got lucky. Seeing people doing it online at the time on SoundClick and stuff, and looked into it and started doing it. I'm a musician, so it's kind of like most producers, they run out of ideas. I never run out of ideas. I have a lot to, I can always play something. It doesn't matter. So I can probably say as far as, surroundings, my environment, things like that is what helps me get into a vibe, but actually inspires me to make music. It's just in me. I can just feel like playing. I start with the keys all the time. I start with the keys, melody. So since I play, I just play until I hear something, or I might know what I'm doing and I'll play. I will sometimes, lay a drum loop under just to get it, but it's never how I start when I finish. So by the time I'm finished, it's never what it was when I started. So it's just ideas lead to another idea, leads to another idea, until it's like, okay, I got something. And then from there, I take it, I take it to the whatever level I can take it to. The machine. The machine is the backbone of everything. Native Instruments, shout out, need that sponsor. But the machine definitely is what changed it for me. So that without that, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Just kill me. So I can't live. I can't use Logic. No, I tried. It's not me. It's not cute. I can't do it. I have to use a machine. That's it. I live and die by it. So basically, when I first got started, people would tell me my melodies, the music was good sonically, but my drums were weak. So I was making beats in Logic at the time. So I didn't have a drum machine. I didn't really know much, just, going on the fly. So at the time, Machine had just came out. So it was like, okay, this is a drum machine. I've never bought a drum machine before. I've never had one. So it was like my first, my first drum machine. So I was like one of the first people to actually use Machine and really run with it. So, it was a software-based, hardware-based system, one of the first ones, and I've been using it ever since. At first, it was like 90% creative. I would spend so much time on the beats, as most people do. And then once you realize my beats can be really dope, why are they not selling? Nobody's buying. You have all kinds of questions because you put all your heart and your energy 3 days on one beat, and it doesn't sell at all. So you have to figure out what's going on. Like, how do you have to get to that next level, and you have to get there through the business side. So that's when I really started going hard on the business side. So beats, if I have the time, I can, I'll make beats that nobody will ever hear, that I just want to do for fun. And just to get it out my system, that's what I want to do. And then I have that time where it's strategy. It's all, it's a part of the game. It's the system that's out there that few people know it. Very few people know it. And the ones that get it. And, they keep it to themselves, and I ain't mad at them. But once you got that system, and it's really simple, and it's the business side of it. That's all. And once you're in it, and you're locked in. So I would say now I definitely spend most of the time on business, unless it's probably 70-30. The key to online beat selling is consistency. And my consistency ain't even half of what it should be. You know what I mean? And you see the success, or quote unquote success, that I can get from it. But it starts with just consistency. That's it. It's really as simple as if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. And you You know what I mean? And you find as many people that like your music as possible. It's really that simple. Don't stop. Like, it has to be, what you do is become who you are. So that way people can identify with who you are. You're consistent with it. So I never strayed away from, I never been like, dang, my stuff is too quote unquote musical, or it's too chordy, or, you know, the drums don't move like this person's drums or this person. I can easily cater to anybody, but at the same time I have to say, well, what do I want to do? You see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. So it's consistent. If you're switching it up all the time, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like, I can do, like, I don't have no pop beats on my page. I can, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those, like, I have a lane, I stay with it, but I don't box myself in. I just do me, whatever that is. They know, my people know, but most people, they just throw stuff up and hope it sells. Like, you gotta have some sort of strategy, some sort of consistency behind what you're doing. It's kind of tough because, you know, sacrifices have to be made, you know, and that's the thing about it. People don't realize it. You know, a lot of people, they want to pretend to be something that they're not, even online, you know. So for me, it's always been a grind. It's still a grind now. I've been doing it. Let me see. I quit. I'm 29 now. I haven't worked since I was 22 when I quit my job. I was working at JCPenney's in the Fox Hills Mall. And once I realized that I can sell a beat, like, I was doing JCPenney's full time and going to school and then trying to sell beats. But I wasn't thinking about beats for a living until somebody bought a beat. I think I made like $300 or something. So for me, my checks weren't that much money working part-time. So I figured if I'm giving these guys 4 hours a day for them, if I put that same energy into trying to sell beats for myself, I can probably match that if I made 300 just right now. So I just figured that I just took a chance, like, F it, I'm going to quit this job. And I went, and that's where I started. So of course I was making like $500 a month, like I don't want to say very little. I don't want to be disrespectful, but it's not a lot of money, just real spill. But it was making very little money and just grinding it out. I was willing to sleep on the floors, on couches, in people's garages until I was at a level to where I can make the money I make and be comfortable, and it just keep going up every year. So for me, it became pivotal when I quit my job at JCPenney's. So, but the struggle was real at that time, but I knew that's what I had. That's what I had to do. That's a decision I made. If you carve your own lane, you're gonna stand out. If everybody is black and you're the only white person in the bunch, you're gonna stand out. That's just how that works. So why do what everybody's doing? You can make beats. You can say, I'm gonna be DJ Mustard, right? DJ Mustard type beats. Type beats are popping right now. I do type beats all the time. You can say, I'm gonna make DJ Mustard type beats. But at the end of the day, you still have to put you on it. That's what people get it mixed up. It can sound familiar, which quote unquote DJ Mustard, but they don't know because it has you in it, rather than like, that's just a spinoff of DJ Mustard. So for me, I just say musical. I'm supposed to be dumbing it down. Every time I'm in the studio, they tell me to dumb it down, or I'm learning to pull away. The way I like to track is, I like to just put as much in as possible. You can take away whenever. You can always take away. So people that know me, they know that if I'm working, I'm gonna put more into it. We're gonna take a lot away, period. You gotta make room for the vocals. So for me, I just make the music and then work backwards, reverse engineer, start picking stuff apart. That's what makes me stand out, is the fact that I keep it musical. This is the secret, right? This is the key. My customers find me. You see what I mean? See how I did that? They find me, you know what I mean? So there's people out there looking for what I do, right? The internet is, people frown upon it, but it's a way to reach people, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram. What else is there? Skype. I don't know, Snapchat. I mean, whatever way works. There's no one way to do it because everybody uses, like, there's people who got hundreds of thousands of millions of views on YouTube, and that's their driving force for their income. I don't get any money off of YouTube. You know what I mean? But it doesn't stop or slow down what I'm doing. So somebody can sit here all day and tell me, oh, this is what you could do for YouTube. But their charisma, the way they do it, it's just different for me. So each person is different. You have to find your own lane as far as where to get your customers. But it's pick and choose where it's easy. They're all in one spot. All of them. Everybody wants to run the sound quick. You know, that's the rookie move. You know what I'm saying? There's so much. You know, I don't know. It's just so easy to get these customers. They're everywhere. And there's enough for everybody. I get a lot of repeat business from my customers. Like, my relationship building with my customers, of course, could be stronger, and it's hard because when you have, a cool little following, it's hard to interact with everybody. You know what I mean? So you have to find ways to keep everybody happy or to keep everybody coming back. And like I said, I'm still figuring out as I go too as well and trying to get better. So I'm at a very poor place with that, and I need to get better at it. But it's so hard to try to find that balance of trying to not please everybody, but keep your customers happy. Right? Because you don't want to just be like, oh, here's your beat, peace. You know what I mean? But you want to be able to listen to it and check it out. But, we're getting hundreds of songs a day. Literally, my email is just flooded with songs. It's crazy. It's impossible to listen to everybody. So, you'll get those people like, yo, you're this customer and you don't listen to me. And, they want to build this. Some guys like, I'm about to be in your city, link up. And it's just like, it can get overwhelming. And for me, since as soon as things start coming from different areas, I just shut down altogether. So that's just my personal thing that I work on. But as far as repeat customers, they come. I definitely get repeat customers. But that's just with consistency. They know what they're going to get. They know I'm going to try to do something that they'll like. I'm not going to just wake up and say, you know what? I got nothing but EDM now on my site. And that's what a lot of other producers do. They want to get money from everywhere, every genre. You know what I mean? You just do you. That's it. Dang it. There's a good one, but I don't want to give it away. I should just give it. I'll give it away. I'll give it away. I probably shouldn't, but I'll give it away. This is the Holy Grail. No producer will tell you. And they probably have, but you don't understand. I'm selling it right now. I'm building it up, building up anticipation. It's really simple. You see it every day. You deal with it every day. Everybody does it. It's easy and it works. Guaranteed. All you have to do is the email list. That's it. I gave it away. I gave away the secret. That's all I'm gonna give away right there. That's everybody's secret. That's every producer that's making money online is from their email list. It's that simple. Give away something for free to get people to sign up to your list. Build your list up. That's easy, but I'm gonna make it short. So anybody who comes from that time getting started in like the mid 2000s, back then you had to, when they bought beats, you had to literally send them manually. Like, you had to put their email in, upload the beat, send it to them separately, each of them manually. So if you sold 20 beats, you have to sell, you gotta take hours to send out the beats. So that was a huge damper on the day. It was terrible. It's the worst time ever. And I forget when my Flash Store came out. I don't even remember how I heard about it. As soon as I seen send beats automatically, there was nothing like that. Oh, that you can get your beats sent automatically. Nothing like that. So that changed everything. They say you want to be able to make money in your sleep. You can't do that if you got to wake up and send your own beats. It's not happening. You can, but you still have to do something. You want to make life as easy as possible. You want to push that button and the garage opens. You don't have to get up and have to physically open it. You want to be able to just make it simple for you and for the customer. My Flash Store was pretty legit. It was legit. That's what attracted me to it, was the beats sent automatically. And that's why it's working now. Can't beat that. My Flash store has helped me with my business because of the system itself is pretty straightforward. It's as simple as possible. Anybody can use it. Customers come, they have very little questions, if any, as far as how to navigate, the player itself. So it's simplified. It makes life easier for both the customer, for the producer, or for whatever you're selling on there. Customer service has always been great. I'm not just saying that. I would definitely blast them if it wasn't. It's changed everything for me. My Flash store machine for sure. I think I just broke $1 million in beat sales. Last night I sold $1 million worth of beats. So I'm gonna retire and start painting. What? No, that didn't happen. Where am I at right now? So I do a good job with, people get offended. Oh, you're an online producer, you're a beat maker, you're a producer, whatever. Like those terms don't really move me because I know what I do. I know when I do it. I know who I know. I know what opportunities I have. I know what doors I'm walking through. So it's just, I know what I'm trying to do. So I deal with both online and major, so if I'm playing beats for exhibit versus playing beats for beats that are on my Flash store, it's just balancing the two. It's making that transition. I don't want to go all the way offline. That'd be silly, but you still have to dance in the industry. So but the more you dance in the industry, the lower you got to come with your online. You got to become more exclusive. So that's where I'm dealing with now. But a lot of industry cats, they're going online route, because they want some of that online money. So it's just finding a balance. That's all. So that's basically what's next for me, or that's what's going on now. Oh, it's changed my life. I would be dead or in prison if I wasn't selling beats online. Yeah. So, that's all I do. It's what I've been doing for the last 8 years, is figuring out ways to really make it a business, a brand. So, I just got my logo in November of last year. An official logo I can run with. So, it's all a process. It's just, you got to sit back and say, I'm making good money. This is a real legit business. Yeah, it's real. The money you're bringing in, you have to treat it as such. You have to switch your mind and say, oh, I'm not just selling beats. Most people say, I'm gonna make a couple of dollars. I'm gonna sell some beats. I want to get $500,000 a month. So it's just that's where I switch. That's what it's doing for me. It's not gonna happen overnight. It takes time you have to build up your brand, build up your audience, build up what you do, build up who you are, build up the type of music you make, and just take your time with it. Turn that $1 into $2, $2 into $4, and that's how it works. You get one customer, then guess what? It's I want one customer a month. Next month you want two. Now you figure out how to get two. And you're now next week I want to see if I get 4. And you're I can't get 4. Now you figure out how to get 4. However long that takes. And that's how that works. It's not just, there is no one thing you can buy this course, buy this. That'll help steer you in the right direction, but you still have to do you consistently. You have to learn what you want to do, what type of beats you want to make, what type of impact you want to make, because it's so saturated now, it's crazy. And the thing is, people come out and they all sound the same. Every beat sounds the same. Every beat sounds the same on the radio, the CDs, online. So you need to, in my opinion, if that's what you want to do, you can do it. But you're going to be fighting, for a spot rather than creating your own spot. My spot is what I do is, but there's very few musicians out there that make beats. That'll make the type of beats that I make. That'll take the type of time to make the type of music that I make. So there's not a lot of people fighting for the type of sound that I have. So my customers come to me, it's oh, I'm gonna get this from him. West Coast. Nobody's gonna make the classic Dre type West Coast trying to make it urban. Like, they don't do that. Kendrick's album's not like that. Compton ain't like that. Nobody's doing it. So you can say, it's not popping, nobody's doing it. There's a lane for it. So you just find a spot for you. That's my personal opinion. They just have to grind it out, man. They grind it out, they'll get there. There's enough money for everybody.